Yes.
Yeah. I will call the regular meeting of the Lisle Park District Board of Park Commissioners to order this Thursday, November 13th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Can I get a roll call vote, Dan?
Yep. Commissioner Wessel,
Here.
Commissioner Sapella,
Here.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Here.
Commissioner Pereira,
Here.
President Peter.
Here. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we said the Pledge of Allegiance. Presentations. Dan, do you have something you want to say about the
I
guy
do.
that's been hanging around for a while?
Yeah. Scott Silver last month, I don't know if he celebrated it. I
What do
don't
you
know.
think the
but
guy was?
we-
I had questions.
He had his 20th anniversary at the Park District last month. And indulge just for a few minutes, I wrote a handful of things down here. Just wanted to try to embarrass him a little bit here. So it was October 17th, 2005. I did not hire him, just so you know that. It was Gary Schaefer.
Oh, would have now.
The director, former to me. And Scott was our fourth superintendent of finance in 5 years. He inherited some fund balances and tax objections that he promptly defeated all of them. In fact, I remember him helping Andrew, our attorney at the time, better understand the process so that he can defend other Park District clients in the same situation. He's restructured our debt a few times. It has saved the taxpayers literally millions of dollars. Over the years, recommended additional contributions to the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund, and we have heard every year when our auditors are here commending that action on the board, because it's unheard of in the public sector. There are very few that are as well funded as we are. And he's also, I know because I get around too, but he's assisted a lot of other park districts and new directors in understanding the tax levy. Couple former employees here, some that we've just met over the years. And so he's been a resource not only for all of us, but for others. He treats the park district finances like his own. He's very detail oriented. He's challenging yet fair, mostly. And he's willing to develop processes that can better equip staff to be more self-sufficient. I will say, and John and I were just talking this afternoon, he's softened a little bit over the last couple of years. I think being a grandpa has done that to him. And his grandkids have been around to some of the programs and events. So I think he's seeing, he didn't need a wider perspective, but I think he is seeing it even through a wider lens now with, as a grandfather. His staff, Jim and Mark, Mark is here, obviously. They're critical members of the Park District team, and they're a lot of fun too, especially after game day. To hear, I don't even have to get up. I don't hear Mark much, but I can hear Jim. I think we all can hear Jim down the hall critiquing the Cubs and the Bears and U of I and everyone in between. But Scott, he's very resourceful, obviously. He's got connections at Lisle Township, DuPage County. So when we've got assessment questions, tax levy questions, things like that, where others may not know who to go to, Scott's got his contacts on speed dial. He's diligent and productive, and what I can honestly say is he is never too busy to stop what he's doing and help somebody else, no matter what's going on. And he's a good lesson for me, because sometimes when some people come into my office, I'm like, right in the middle of something, but Scott is never even bats an eye. He stops what he's doing and gives everyone his full attention. So he fakes it really, really well, I think. We kind of joke where he knows numbers and I know words. I think we've been a really good pair over the last 20 years. My gosh, it's amazing to think it's been that long. He's got a can-do attitude, but I want to really highlight over COVID, as I think we all know, it's very difficult on a lot of people, a lot of agencies, and the Lisle Park District was no exception. We laid off a couple of administrative positions and didn't mean we stopped doing that work, but With Scott, I asked about IT. He picked up IT without batting an eye. Same with the golf course. Took over Riverbend operations when that superintendent position was eliminated. But with IT, never so much as a shrug, and that has been it had been such a sore point for all of us because it was just a complex beast and hard to get grapple. But Scott, just through his diligence and willingness to do what it took, right now it's a non-issue, knock on wood. I can't remember the last time there's been an issue that's resulted in more than just a temporary downtime, and those are spread so far and few between. I think that's Scott's one of his many strengths is he sees the strengths in others and he works with them. He's earned the Lisle Park District the Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association for 18 consecutive years. He's continually positioned the Park District to have the financial flexibility to take on large and small projects alike, whether they're planned or an emergent situation. And honestly, as the Park District continues its work to determine the scope of a potential new recreation center and the funding impacts, I don't think there's no one I'd rather be working with and getting into the weeds with than Scott. And I trust I can speak for everybody on that. And then I reached out to our auditors and kind of let them know. And so this is from Anthony and Nick from Sikich, but Scott, congratulations on 20 years at the district. Since joining the LPD, you have worked tirelessly to oversee the financial operations and making sure that the district was in a sound financial position and positioned for future success. Our heartfelt congratulations on this significant achievement and our best wishes for your continued success, Anthony and Nick. So just on behalf of the Lisle Park District, I thank you for devoting so much of your time and talents and passion to the Park District and just creating and maintaining such a sound financial foundation for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Scott.
How are the funds? Are they insured?
Get him a sign for the green team that you've established here with Mark. We can call you the green team instead of the McDonald's banner with, millions served, dollars saved at the Park
Ooh,
District.
right.
We'll just have a green thing that's going around. I have to say, I appreciate you so much, Scott, especially your diligence in pursuing tax dollars that might have not been allocated to us that were like out there where you kind of cleaned up our borders and you got some of those tax properties on the rolls to make sure that we were getting every single dollar we could. I appreciate those little things that, it would be easy to just bypass and not have to go, wow, that's going to take me 30 hours to track down or whatever, but you always add more to your plate. In addition to how impressed I personally was with the golf course when you agreed to step in and take that over. Not only do I know you well enough to know you're not really a golfer, you not only took it over, but you set about to learning everything you could about golf courses, golf course maintenance, to know exactly what you were doing. So you're a lifelong learner in your job as well and never afraid to take on that extra career. So you are a true asset to us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it. It's the best place I've ever worked.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on hitting your halfway mark.
Yeah.
Getting Scott will be with a calculator in the casket on this. Mark's laughing way too hard over there. Okay, public comment. Visitors are welcome to address. Do I even have to state there's no I'll let the record state though that there are no audience members except for staff. Okay, I will entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda as submitted for Thursday, November 13th, 2025.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items inclusive of the November 2025 voucher list in the amount of $481,055.97.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call vote, Dan?
Sure. Commissioner Wessel,
Aye.
Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Aye.
President Peter.
Aye, motion passes. Communications, I don't think we had any, did we? No. Unfinished business. We had the 2026 budget draft. Is there any discussion from any board members about the budget as presented and the addition that Dan had emailed us all about regarding the increase in the number for Beyond Your Base? Well, or the Beyond Your Base project. We'll keep those numbers in, it's money that we will need to spend to fortify the recommendations of Beyond Your Base.
And then there was also an addition to the, on the revenue side for interest income of $30,000.
Okay.
That better reflects, I think, what we anticipate this year, what was accomplished in 2024. So at the end of the day, the budget is still presented in the black, excluding capital projects of a little over $2,000.
Is there any further discussion or questions from staff that weren't submitted or from board members that weren't previously submitted to staff?
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to, Scott, just let, for the new board members, maybe go, so next meeting, right, we'll have a special meeting ahead of time?
December 17th, I believe it is. We will, 18th, we'll have a meeting at 6:45 and that will, we will approve the, which one is it? The board, the budget, we'll put that in play. And then, and that's all it is a discussion at that. After that, we'll then adjourn at 7 o'clock. We'll come back and then go through the normal board meeting and approve the tax levy. And the purpose for that is you need to have a budget in place when you're approving a tax levy, but they cannot be done in the exact same meeting. So hence we have two meetings and the tax levy will be approved based on the budget being done ahead of time. So.
Thanks for doing that. I just figured that's always kind of a new thing if you're new to the board to understand why we're doing it that way.
And the budget has been put out already with the budget ordinance and the budget book is at the front desk. It needs to sit out there for 30 days before the board meeting on approval on December 18th. So we're already in compliance with that and we will put it on the website tomorrow, the ordinance and the budget for people to view both on website and if they came in person.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, moving on. Is there any discussion regarding the indoor recreation space feasibility study that we were presented last month?
I was just gonna make one comment. I'm still very in favor, but my only comment was like, I saw on it's page 64 of the packet, page 27 of theirs, where they talked about our cost recovery model. Like the park district's at 110%. And then the new building, which is on their 52 hour 89. Sorry about this, everyone. They budgeted like 106%, which is all fine, right? So like I'm fine with all those numbers. There's more of just like those are pretty razor thin margins. So I do like as we go forward through this over the next couple whatever months, years, whatever this winds up being, something for us to just make sure we keep in mind, right? Like those are pretty thin margins. Like what happens if, hopefully God forbid, not like a COVID, right? Like what happens if something comes around and all of a sudden you have to shut down this new facility for like 6 months? Did we create ourselves a situation where we just like,
Well, just,
During the-
just so you know, the numbers they use for revenue is on the very, very, very conservative side. So
Yeah.
if the revenue would come in probably on a more normal range, that would not be so razor thin. So just as an FYI, the numbers they're using projected revenue is very, very, very
He said what it was.
Conservative.
I can't remember. Did he say-
conservative.
yeah. And
Yeah.
again, so like I'm not questioning. the
Correct.
Like a quarter of the programming space or
Yeah,
something. It
like-
shocked me, whatever it was way low.
Yeah, so like I'm not questioning the numbers. I'm gonna vote yes to the approve, but like it's more of just something as we go through this over the next couple whatever's right. Like for this board and future boards to consider, right? Like those are thin things and like
Right.
let's not forget about COVID that happened 3 years ago, right? Like if you have to shut a building down for a year, like is that going to like blow up the entire district's finances? Like just something
think-
for us to make sure we always keep in mind.
I think the biggest thing, one of the biggest things to keep in mind is maintaining adequate fund balance.
Yeah.
So even though the district has the ability to issue debt in the amount of $40+ million, that's absolutely not what staff would recommend. Because for the same thing, whether it's unforeseen or not, even with the aquatic park, if there's something happens at the pool that requires a lot, we need to keep money not only in fund balance, but in our bonding authority too. But your point is very well taken.
Yeah, like I mean, I like what they projected. So like I'm not trying to be negative. I like everything. It was more of just
Call out.
this board and future
Yeah.
boards to make sure we keep in mind. But no,
Sure.
that's it.
Got it. Good call.
Okay, is there any further discussion?
No.
Nope.
Not, I will entertain a motion to adopt the Lisle Park District Indoor Recreation Space Feasibility Study as presented.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none. You know what, Dan, can we do a roll call vote?
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Adele,
Aye.
Commissioner Wessel,
I
Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
President Alpeter.
Aye, the motion passes. I think it was important to do a roll call because of the magnitude of this study.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Good idea.
Be more than just like does everybody agree kind of thing,
Yeah.
so. The next one is in our package. Everyone should have gotten the resolution 111325, a resolution determining funds estimated to be raised by taxation for the year 2025. Did anyone have any questions regarding this for Scott? Need any clarifications? If not, I will entertain a motion to move to approve the resolution determining funds estimated to be raised by taxation for the year 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
Commissioner Adele,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Wessel,
I
and President Alpeter.
Aye, motion passes. All right. Is that? We have the Illinois Association of Park Districts Annual Meeting designees. And that was in your packets. If you've never been through this before, every year there's an annual meeting that immediately precedes, follows comes after the conference downtown Chicago, where the IAPD does their presentation on measures that they're doing, initiatives for the new year coming up, and then gives reports on what had happened in the preceding year, how much grant money they got, what their fund balances are, moving forward. So ideally, if you'd like to be a delegate, you need to probably be down at conference because the meeting is on a Saturday afternoon at 5:00 in January. It's always fun.
Make it sound so exciting.
It is exciting. It's usually snowing. And so is there anyone that is interested? I will be at conference, so I will be more than happy to be the delegate again. Then I do need a first alternate,
I can do that.
kind of like being Miss Illinois. Dan will do it.
I could be the first alternate.
Dan will be down there.
Be down there too, so.
He's a better Miss Illinois than I am.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got the
Runner up.
My knee is shaking.
Dan, do we need to fill all 4 spots or can we just do the first
Just do
2?
the first 2.
Okay. Sounds good. So that is that.
So,
And then Dan, you'll fill that out.
yeah, so then we'll entertain a motion to appoint.
Right. I will entertain a motion to appoint myself, Carrie Alpeter, as the delegate and Dan Garvey as the first alternate for the purpose of being a delegate to the IAPD annual meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. And I apologize, it's at 3:30 this year.
Oh, well.
Well,
That's just thanks.
Changed everything.
Trust me, spare yourself as much as you can.
Darn.
Staff reports, those were submitted. Are there any questions or comments on the staff reports?
I
Dan?
need to, somehow I neglected to include the recreation department's report. It was stellar, I will tell you that. But I will get that, email that to you tonight, and then when the packet, in the packet so that it's online. I apologize about that.
Are there any highlights that you wanted to bring up since?
Probably would have looked at the packet to remind us. No, just ongoing appreciation of all the staff's efforts. We've done a lot, getting towards the end of the autumn season, but now we got a lot of holiday events still on the horizon, so just giving kudos to the team and all that they've done, and welcoming Sarah back after being gone for a while, so everything's going really well.
Good. Excellent. Officer reports, Commissioner, Peter. I cannot remember if I attended I read when I was reading the meeting minutes, it said I was looking forward to attending Monster Madness. I kind of think it was after, but I do have to say, what a fabulous, fabulous event. I was blown away because I believe the last meeting when we were here, Erica was feverishly preparing to move the event inside. So I just, again, how impressed I was, how proud I was to be a board member, and just what amazing staff we have to see so many of you there participating with your families, but then still, working the event and working each other's events, on time, on time that is their time off. I mean, it's just, we really have a special district. And it was magical in here. You couldn't have believed, I couldn't believe how well it showcased our space in here. Conversely, it did showcase how much we really could use some more space. We were one of the only districts in the area that didn't cancel our event. So that's John and your staff that you rallied, you regrouped, got different bouncy houses or rallied and got different things and set things up. I can only imagine there were they must have been here the whole night, the night before, to set up and make this place as spooky and creepy as it was. And it showed because we were really well attended. It was packed in here. And I pretty much was like a hero to all the little neighbor kids on my block. They're like, wow, that was so cool. No, that was neat. So thank you so much. That was impressive. That's all I got.
On the finance side, all of our money, the FDIC insured or fully collateralized, so our money is protected. You'll notice though, we seem to have an extraordinary amount, a lot of cash, up to 11 million. But you got to realize that money's got to carry us all the way through June. So the reason why it's just one of our highest balances now is because it's going to carry another 6 months worth of expenses. So it'll be drained down over the next 6 months. But just as an FYI, golf course is knocking it out of the park again this year. On a revenue side, we're $910 higher than last year at this time for revenue. Our expenses are a little higher on the golf side, but overall, golf is up we're up 419,000. We know that the restaurant's draining a little, but the golf course is still holding it and carrying it, which we expected it to. So, and that includes the improvements that we've been making, the cart paths and so on. So golf course is doing well. Enterprise fund, the recreation fund is in a positive and it's doing strong. So all of our funds, generally speaking, are where they should be. If you look at corporate, you'll notice it's down compared to last year. Well, we made the 1.5 million transfer back in September. So you'll see a negative number. That's what's causing that. If not, everything else is pretty much status quo on what we budgeted and where we are. I expect to finish the year in the black as we've done for the last 20 years.
Way to go. Now wouldn't be the time to start. Yeah.
Exactly.
Download. Are there any other commissioner reports? Tim?
No, none for me. It's been quiet, but I am looking forward to the Peppermint Path opening and all the other various kind of Christmassy things. So looking forward to that over the next couple months.
November
weeks.
30th, we'll flip the switch at 5 o'clock.
Nice.
All right, we'll be there.
Gary?
Same, I just wrote down November 30th, so.
There you go. Wendy?
Yeah, nothing.
Jeff?
Nothing.
All right. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second? Is
Second?
there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Meeting is adjourned at 7:24.